What if the art you admire today holds secrets that have eluded centuries of scrutiny? Hidden within the brushstrokes, carvings, and symbols of ancient masterpieces lies a language only a few can decipher. From the enigmatic smile of the Mona Lisa to the geometric perfection of Islamic art, these creations are more than just aesthetic wonders. They are coded messages waiting to be uncovered. Today, we embark on a journey through time, exploring 30 secret codes embedded in ancient art. We'll delve into history, unravel mysteries, and even touch on the paranormal as we decode the hidden meanings that have fascinated scholars and enthusiasts for generations. Stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at art the same way again. Now, let's step into the world of ancient Greece, where art and mathematics intertwine in fascinating ways. The first secret code we'll explore is the Fibonacci sequence, a mathematical marvel hidden within Greek sculptures. This sequence, where each number is the sum of the two preceding ones, creates a spiral pattern that mirrors the natural growth of leaves, shells, and even galaxies. But here's the twist: the ancient Greeks didn't just stumble upon this by accident. They intentionally used the Fibonacci sequence to craft sculptures with perfect proportions and harmony. Think of the famous statue of the Eye of Horus, or Spear Bearer, by Polykleitos. Its balanced stance and flawless symmetry aren't just a result of artistic skill. They are a direct application of this mathematical principle. The Greeks believed that beauty and balance were rooted in mathematical order, and the Fibonacci sequence became their tool to achieve it. By embedding this code into their art, they created works that weren't just visually stunning, but also deeply symbolic of their ideals. So, the next time you admire a Greek sculpture, look beyond its surface. You might just find the hidden Fibonacci spiral, a testament to how art and science can come together in perfect harmony. Moving from the mathematical precision of ancient Greek art, we now journey to the banks of the Nile, where Egyptian hieroglyphs hold secrets far beyond their surface. Hieroglyphs were more than just a written language. They were a gateway to understanding the spiritual and philosophical beliefs of ancient Egypt. Take, for example, the Ankh symbol, often seen in tomb paintings and temple carvings. While it's commonly known as the symbol of life, its deeper meaning connects to the eternal cycle of death and rebirth, a core concept in Egyptian spirituality. Then there's the Eye of Horus, which at first glance might seem like a representation of protection. But delve deeper, and you'll discover it symbolizes healing, restoration, and the balance of cosmic order. Even the hieroglyphs themselves, carved into the walls of temples and tombs, were believed to have a dual purpose. They not only recorded historical events, but also served as a medium to communicate with the gods and guide the deceased in the afterlife. The hieroglyphs on the walls of King Tutankhamun's tomb, for instance, weren't just inscriptions. They were spells and prayers meant to ensure his safe passage to the realm of the gods. So, while hieroglyphs may appear as simple symbols, they carry layers of meaning that reveal the profound connection between the Egyptians' art, their beliefs, and their understanding of the universe. Each carving, each symbol, is a piece of a larger puzzle that invites us to uncover the hidden wisdom of this ancient civilization. Now, let's turn our attention to the medieval world, where the stars and seasons were intricately woven into the pages of illuminated manuscripts. These beautifully crafted works of art were not just decorative. They were rich with hidden symbols, particularly those of the zodiac. In medieval Europe, the zodiac was more than just a collection of astrological signs. It was a way to understand the rhythms of nature and the passage of time. Each zodiac symbol, from Aries the ram to Pisces the fish, was carefully embedded into the margins and illustrations of these manuscripts, often alongside scenes of daily life or religious imagery. Take, for example, the famous Book of Hours, a type of prayer book used by the devout. Within its pages, zodiac signs were paired with calendar months, reflecting the agricultural activities or seasonal changes of that time. Capricorn might appear beside images of winter's stillness, while Virgo could be linked to the harvest season. But these symbols weren't just about marking time, they also carried deeper astrological meanings. Medieval scholars believed that the zodiac influenced human behavior and events, and these manuscripts served as a guide to understanding these celestial forces. The intricate designs and placements of these symbols weren't random. They were a form of encoded wisdom, blending art, science, and spirituality. So, the next time you see a medieval manuscript, look closely. You might just discover the hidden language of the stars, waiting to tell its story. Now, let's journey to the Islamic world, where art transcends mere decoration to become a profound expression of cosmic harmony. Islamic art is renowned for its intricate geometric patterns, which are far more than just visually stunning. They are a reflection of the universe's divine order. These designs, often seen in mosques, palaces, and manuscripts, are built on principles of sacred geometry, a concept that blends mathematics and spirituality. At the heart of these patterns lies the circle, symbolizing the infinite and the eternal, radiating out into complex tessellations of stars, polygons, and interlacing lines. Each shape and line is meticulously calculated, embodying mathematical precision that mirrors the perfection of creation. But these patterns aren't just about symmetry, they carry deep spiritual meanings. They remind viewers of the unity and interconnectedness of all things, reflecting the Islamic belief in the oneness of God, or Tawhid. Take, for instance, the Alhambra in Spain, where geometric motifs cover every surface, creating a sense of infinite expansion that draws the mind toward the divine. Similarly, the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem uses repeating patterns to symbolize the endless nature of God's presence. These designs also serve as a form of meditation, guiding the observer to contemplate the divine through the beauty and order of the cosmos. So, when you encounter Islamic geometric art, remember, it's not just decoration. It's a visual language that speaks of the universe's sacred order and humanity's connection to the divine. Now let's turn our attention to the Renaissance, a period where art became a canvas for both beauty and hidden messages. Renaissance artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Sandro Botticelli were not just masters of paint and brush. They were thinkers, scientists, and philosophers who embedded their works with secret codes that reflected their deepest beliefs. Take Leonardo's The Last Supper, for example. Beyond its biblical narrative, the painting is filled with subtle clues about human anatomy, mathematical proportions, and even Leonardo's fascination with optics. Notice how the positioning of the apostles and the use of perspective create a sense of depth that draws the viewer into the scene, almost as if inviting them to uncover its hidden meanings. Then there's Botticelli's The Birth of Venus, where the goddess's pose and the surrounding elements are said to encode Neoplatonic ideas about the soul's journey toward divine love. The flowers, the seashell, and the wind gods all carry symbolic weight, hinting at themes of rebirth, beauty, and spiritual enlightenment. These artists didn't just create art, they wove their scientific discoveries, philosophical musings, and religious convictions into every stroke. So the next time you gaze at a Renaissance masterpiece, look closer. You might just find that it's not just a painting, but a puzzle waiting to be solved. Now let's step into the world of Baroque art, where drama and symbolism intertwine in fascinating ways. During this period, artists often infused their works with hidden alchemical symbols, reflecting a deep fascination with the mysteries of transformation. Alchemy, often misunderstood as merely the quest to turn base metals into gold, was a complex blend of science, philosophy, and spirituality. Baroque painters like Peter Paul Rubens and Artemisia Gentileschi incorporated these symbols to convey deeper messages about the human soul's journey toward enlightenment. For instance, in Rubens, the allegory of the transmutation of metals, the swirling figures and intricate details aren't just decorative. They encode alchemical processes like purification and rebirth. The philosopher's stone, a central symbol in alchemy, wasn't just a mythical substance, but a metaphor for spiritual perfection and the ultimate transformation of the self. Gentileschi's works, too, often feature subtle references to alchemy, with elements like the Ouroboros, a serpent eating its own tail, symbolizing eternal cycles and the endless pursuit of knowledge. These artists used their canvases to explore the profound connection between physical and spiritual transformation, inviting viewers to contemplate the deeper layers of existence. So, the next time you encounter a Baroque masterpiece, pay attention to the intricate details. They might just be a gateway to understanding the timeless quest for enlightenment. Shifting our focus to the ancient Mayan civilization, we uncover a world where art and prophecy intertwine in breathtaking murals. The Mayans, known for their advanced understanding of astronomy and timekeeping, encoded their knowledge into vibrant wall paintings that adorned temples and palaces. These murals are far more than decorative. They are intricate maps of celestial events, mythic tales, and prophecies of what was to come. One striking example is the murals at Bonampak, which depict not only scenes of royal ceremonies and warfare, but also align with significant astronomical events like eclipses and solstices. The Mayans believed that the heavens directly influenced life on Earth, and their art served as a bridge between the cosmos and their daily existence. Mythological narratives, often featuring gods like Kukulkan, the feathered serpent, were woven into these murals to convey spiritual and societal values. Even more fascinating are the predictions embedded in these works, some of which scholars believe may reference events like the arrival of Europeans or the collapse of their own civilization. By studying these murals, we gain insight into the Mayan worldview, a perspective that saw art as a powerful tool for understanding and shaping the future. So the next time you gaze upon a Mayan mural, remember, it's not just a painting, it's a cosmic calendar, a mythic storybook, and a prophetic vision all in one. Now let's journey to the island of Crete, where the labyrinth motif takes center stage in ancient frescoes. This intricate symbol, often associated with the legendary Minotaur myth, holds a deeper meaning beyond its mythological roots. In Cretan art, the labyrinth represents not just a physical maze, but a spiritual journey, a path of self-discovery and transformation. The Minotaur, a creature with the body of a man and the head of a bull, was said to dwell at the heart of the labyrinth, symbolizing the inner challenges and fears one must confront along life's journey. The myth of Theseus, who navigated the labyrinth to slay the Minotaur, serves as a metaphor for courage and perseverance in the face of adversity. Beyond its mythical ties, the labyrinth also embodies the cyclical nature of existence, with its winding paths mirroring the twists and turns of life. For the ancient Cretans, this symbol was a powerful reminder of the transformative potential of struggle and the importance of finding one's way through life's complexities. As we explore these frescoes, we see how the labyrinth transcends its mythological origins to become a timeless symbol of spiritual growth and resilience. So the next time you encounter a labyrinth, whether in art or in life, remember, it's not just a puzzle to solve, but a journey to embrace. Moving from the twisting paths of the Cretan labyrinth, we now turn our gaze to the enigmatic world of Hieronymus Bosch. Known for his surreal and often unsettling imagery, Bosch's paintings are filled with hidden faces that seem to peer out from every corner. These faces, sometimes grotesque, sometimes haunting, are more than just artistic quirks. They serve as a window into the artist's exploration of human sin, morality, and the afterlife. In works like The Garden of Earthly Delights, Bosch populates his scenes with countless hidden figures, each one seemingly telling its own story. These faces often appear in unexpected places, tucked into the folds of a tree, emerging from a piece of fruit, or even blending into the landscape. Their presence creates a sense of unease, as if the viewer is being watched by unseen eyes. But what do these hidden faces mean? Many scholars believe they represent the pervasive nature of sin, lurking in every aspect of human life. Others see them as symbolic of the moral choices we face, reminding us that our actions have consequences, both in this life and the next. Bosch's use of these faces also reflects his fascination with the duality of human nature, the capacity for both good and evil that resides within us all. As we examine these paintings, we're invited to confront our own fears, desires, and flaws. Bosch's hidden faces challenge us to look deeper, not just at his art, but at ourselves. So, the next time you encounter a Bosch painting, take a moment to search for these elusive faces. They might just reveal more than you expect. Shifting our focus from the haunting hidden faces of Bosch's paintings, we now journey to the serene and intricate world of ancient Chinese jade carvings. Jade, known as the stone of heaven, held profound spiritual significance in Chinese culture, symbolizing purity, morality, and immortality. These carvings, often meticulously crafted into intricate shapes and symbols, were more than just decorative objects. They were believed to carry powerful spiritual energies. Many jade artifacts, such as the famous Bai discs and Kong tubes, were used in rituals and burials, serving as a bridge between the earthly realm and the afterlife. The Bai disc, with its circular shape and central hole, was thought to represent the heavens, while the Kong tube, with its square outer form, symbolized the earth. Together, they embodied the ancient Chinese concept of harmony between heaven and earth. Jade carvings were also commonly placed in tombs, believed to protect the deceased and guide their souls to immortality. Symbols like dragons, phoenixes, and lotus flowers frequently adorned these carvings, each carrying its own meaning. Dragons represented power and transformation. Phoenixes symbolized rebirth, and the lotus flower stood for purity and enlightenment. The craftsmanship of these carvings was incredibly precise, reflecting the deep reverence the Chinese held for this precious stone. Even today, these jade artifacts continue to captivate us, offering a glimpse into the spiritual beliefs and artistic mastery of ancient China. As we explore these mysterious carvings, we uncover not just their hidden meanings, but also the timeless human desire to connect with something greater than ourselves. Next time you encounter a jade carving, take a moment to appreciate the stories it holds, stories of life, death, and the eternal quest for immortality. Moving from the spiritual realm of ancient Chinese jade carvings, we now turn our attention to the enigmatic Aztec calendar stone, a masterpiece of Mesoamerican artistry and symbolism. Known as the Sunstone, this massive basalt sculpture is a stunning representation of the Aztec understanding of time, the cosmos, and their place within it. At the center of the stone lies the face of Tanatia, the sun god, whose outstretched tongue symbolizes the demand for human sacrifice to ensure the sun's continued movement across the sky. Surrounding Tanatia are intricate concentric circles filled with symbols that represent the Aztec cosmic cycles. The first ring depicts the 4 previous eras, or suns, each destroyed by cataclysmic events, reminding us of the Aztec belief in the cyclical nature of time. Beyond this, the stone features the 20-day signs of the Aztec calendar, used for both timekeeping and divination. These signs, each representing a specific force of nature or deity, were essential in guiding daily life and rituals. The outermost ring is adorned with symbols of fire and serpents, emphasizing the Aztec worldview of balance between creation and destruction. The calendar stone was not just a tool for tracking time, but also a sacred object that reflected the Aztecs' deep connection to the divine. It served as a reminder of their responsibility to maintain cosmic order through rituals and offerings. Today, the sunstone stands as a testament to the Aztecs' sophisticated understanding of astronomy, mathematics, and spirituality. As we decode its symbols, we uncover a worldview that saw humanity as an integral part of the universe, bound by time yet striving for harmony with the divine. Next time you see an image of this iconic artifact, consider the layers of meaning it holds: a story of time, sacrifice, and the timeless human quest to understand our place in the cosmos. Now, shifting our focus to the intricate artistry of the Celts, we delve into the mesmerizing world of Celtic knotwork. These elaborate designs, often seen in ancient manuscripts, stone carvings, and metalwork, are far more than just decorative elements. At their core, Celtic knots are a visual language, rich with symbolism and meaning. The endless loops and interwoven lines are thought to represent eternity, a concept that was deeply significant to the Celts. Unlike many other cultures that viewed time as linear, the Celts saw it as cyclical, and their knotwork reflects this belief. The unbroken lines, with no clear beginning or end, symbolize the eternal nature of life, the soul, and the universe. Another key theme in Celtic knotwork is interconnectedness. The way the lines twist and turn, crossing over and under one another, illustrates the idea that all things in life are connected, be it people, nature, or the spiritual realm. This interconnectedness was central to the Celtic worldview, which emphasized harmony and balance. Additionally, the knots often depict the cycles of life and nature, mirroring the changing seasons, the phases of the moon, and the rhythms of the earth. Some scholars believe that the more complex knots were used to convey specific stories or teachings, serving as a form of visual storytelling. For example, the Trinity knot, with its 3 interconnected loops, is thought to represent concepts like the unity of mind, body, and spirit, or the interconnectedness of land, sea, and sky. The artistry and precision of Celtic knotwork also highlight the Celts' advanced understanding of geometry and craftsmanship. Each knot was meticulously designed, often requiring immense skill and patience to create. Today, these designs continue to captivate us, not only for their beauty, but also for the profound ideas they embody. As we examine these ancient patterns, we are reminded of a culture that saw the world as a tapestry of endless connections, where every thread played a part in the greater whole. So the next time you encounter Celtic knotwork, take a moment to appreciate the layers of meaning woven into its intricate lines, a timeless testament to the wisdom and creativity of the Celts. Moving from the intricate loops of Celtic knotwork, we now journey to the vibrant and deeply symbolic world of Hindu temple carvings. These carvings, found on the walls, pillars, and ceilings of temples across India, are not just ornamental. They are profound expressions of spiritual and philosophical ideas. Each carving serves as a visual narrative, bringing to life the rich tapestry of Hindu mythology, the pantheon of deities, and the teachings of ancient scriptures. One of the most striking features of Hindu temple art is its depiction of gods and goddesses. Figures like Shiva, Vishnu, and Devi are carved with meticulous detail, each posture, gesture, and expression holding specific symbolic meanings. For example, Shiva's dance, known as the Tandava, represents the cosmic cycles of creation and destruction, while Vishnu's reclining posture on the serpent, Shesha, symbolizes the eternal preservation of the universe. Beyond the deities, the carvings often illustrate scenes from sacred texts like the Mahabharata and the Ramayana. These epic stories, filled with moral dilemmas, heroic deeds, and divine interventions, are brought to life in stone, offering both religious instruction and moral guidance to devotees. The carvings also incorporate intricate patterns and motifs, such as lotuses, which symbolize purity and enlightenment, and mandalas, which represent the cosmos and the interconnectedness of all things. In many temples, the layout of the carvings follows a carefully planned structure that mirrors the Hindu concept of the universe, with the temple itself serving as a microcosm of the cosmos. This architectural and artistic harmony reflects the deeply ingrained belief that art and spirituality are inseparable. Even the process of creating these carvings was considered a sacred act, with artisans often undertaking rituals to purify themselves before beginning their work. The result is a legacy of art that transcends time, inviting us to explore not just the beauty of the carvings, but the profound wisdom and spiritual depth they embody. As we stand before these ancient masterpieces, we are reminded of a culture that saw art as a bridge between the earthly and the divine, a medium through which the eternal truths of the universe could be revealed and celebrated. Leaving behind the grandeur of Hindu temple carvings, we now step into the delicate and mesmerizing world of Persian miniature paintings. These intricate works of art, often no larger than a book page, carry within them a treasure trove of hidden meanings and coded messages. Persian miniatures are renowned for their exquisite detail, vibrant colors, and meticulous composition. But what truly sets them apart is their ability to weave complex narratives of love, religion, and history into their tiny frames. One of the most striking features of these paintings is their use of color. Each hue is carefully chosen to convey specific emotions and themes. For example, deep blues and golds often symbolize divinity and the heavens, while rich reds and greens evoke passion and the natural world. The composition of these paintings is equally deliberate, with figures and landscapes arranged in a way that guides the viewer's eye through the story. Symbolism plays a crucial role in Persian miniatures, with every element from the positioning of characters to the objects they hold, carrying deeper significance. Illustrations from epic poems like the Shahnameh or romantic tales like Layla and Majnun are crammed with symbolic details, inviting viewers to decode the layers of meaning within. For instance, a rose might represent the fleeting nature of life, while a nightingale could symbolize unrequited love. These paintings also served as historical records, capturing important events and figures in vivid detail. Court scenes, battles, and royal portraits were immortalized in miniature, preserving the cultural and political legacy of the Persian Empire. Yet, beyond their historical and aesthetic value, Persian miniatures were deeply spiritual. Many paintings include motifs of paradise, reflecting the Islamic belief in the afterlife, while others incorporate Sufi symbols to convey themes of divine love and spiritual enlightenment. The creation of these miniatures was a highly skilled and collaborative process, involving calligraphers, painters, and bookbinders who worked together to produce these masterpieces. Each stroke of the brush was a labor of love, imbued with both artistic and spiritual intention. As we examine these delicate works, we are invited to uncover the secret codes that lie within, revealing a world where art, faith, and storytelling converge in breathtaking harmony. Moving from the intricate world of Persian miniatures, we now turn our gaze to the vast open skies and the ancient rock carvings of Native American cultures. Hidden within these petroglyphs are celestial secrets that have captivated researchers for generations. These carvings, etched into stone by Native American tribes, serve as a window into their profound understanding of the cosmos. Many of these petroglyphs are believed to depict astronomical events, such as solar eclipses, meteor showers, and the movements of planets. For example, spiral patterns found in petroglyphs are often interpreted as representations of the sun or the cyclical nature of time, while circles with radiating lines might symbolize stars or constellations. These celestial symbols were not merely decorative, but played a crucial role in cultural rituals and daily life. They were used as calendars to mark the changing seasons, guide agricultural practices, and determine the timing of ceremonies. The night sky was a sacred map for many Native American tribes, and their petroglyphs reflect a deep connection to the universe. Some carvings are thought to record significant celestial events, like the appearance of a comet or a supernova, which would have held great spiritual and cultural significance. The alignment of certain petroglyphs with specific astronomical phenomena further underscores their connection to the stars. For instance, some petroglyphs are positioned to align with the solstices or equinoxes, serving as ancient observatories that track the sun's path across the sky. These carvings also served as teaching tools, passing down astronomical knowledge from one generation to the next. By studying these symbols, we gain insight into the ways Native American cultures interpreted and revered the cosmos. The petroglyphs remind us that the night sky has always been a source of wonder, guiding not only their physical journeys, but also their spiritual ones. As we decode these ancient symbols, we uncover a world where the stars were not distant lights, but intimate guides, intricately woven into the fabric of their cultural identity. Shifting our focus from the celestial carvings of Native American cultures, we now step into the world of Byzantine icons, where art becomes a portal to the divine. Byzantine icons are far more than mere religious images. They are vessels of spiritual communication, designed to convey profound theological truths. At the heart of these icons lies a language of color, posture, and gaze, each element carefully chosen to reflect the presence of the sacred. The use of gold, for instance, is not merely decorative. It symbolizes the divine light of heaven, enveloping the figures in an otherworldly glow. The posture of the figures, often rigid and hieratic, signifies their role as intermediaries between the earthly and the heavenly realms. Even their gaze is intentional, with the eyes of the saints or Christ often directed outward, inviting the viewer into a spiritual dialogue. The placement of hands also carries meaning, blessing, interceding, or holding sacred objects that point to deeper truths. Every detail, from the folds of clothing to the positioning of feet, is imbued with symbolism. For example, the Virgin Mary is often depicted with her hands raised in prayer, a gesture known as the orans, signifying her role as a protector and intercessor. Christ, on the other hand, is frequently shown holding a book or making a blessing gesture, emphasizing his role as teacher and savior. The colors used in these icons are equally symbolic: red for martyrdom, blue for divinity, and white for purity. Even the backgrounds, often filled with intricate geometric patterns or celestial imagery, serve to elevate the spiritual message. Byzantine icons were not created to be viewed passively. They were meant to draw the observer into contemplation and prayer. They were tools for worship, teaching, and meditation, helping believers connect with the divine. The artists who crafted these icons worked within a strict tradition, guided by theological principles rather than personal creativity. This adherence to tradition ensured that the icons remained true to their spiritual purpose, functioning as windows into the divine realm. As we study these enigmatic works of art, we uncover a world where every brushstroke is a testament to faith, and every image is a gateway to the sacred. The Byzantine icons remind us that art, at its highest form, is not just about beauty. It is about transcendence, inviting us to glimpse the eternal. Now, let's journey from the spiritual intensity of Byzantine icons to the vibrant world of Japanese ukiyo-e prints, where art captures the fleeting essence of life itself. Ukiyo-e, which translates to pictures of the floating world, emerged during Japan's Edo period, offering a glimpse into the lively urban culture of the time. These woodblock prints are far more than just colorful depictions of landscapes, actors, and courtesans. They are rich with hidden symbols and layered meanings. One of the most striking themes in ukiyo-e is the concept of impermanence, or mono no aware, which reflects the bittersweet beauty of transient moments. Artists often use cherry blossoms as a symbol of this fleeting nature, their short-lived blooms serving as a poignant reminder of life's fragility. Similarly, flowing water and waves frequently appear in these prints, not just as decorative elements, but as metaphors for the constant flow and change of existence. Another recurring motif is Mount Fuji, which symbolizes stability and eternity, creating a stark contrast to the ephemeral themes surrounding it. The use of color in ukiyo-e is also deeply symbolic. For instance, the color blue, derived from natural indigo, often represents calmness and depth, while vibrant reds and yellows convey energy and passion. Figures in these prints are carefully posed to communicate their roles and emotions. Actors from the kabuki theater, for example, are depicted in dramatic stances that capture their characters' intensity, while courtesans are often shown in elegant, almost ethereal poses that emphasize their grace and allure. Even the placement of objects within the composition carries meaning. A folding fan might symbolize the unfolding of life's events, while a hanging lantern could hint at hidden desires or secrets. Ukiyo-e artists also frequently incorporated seasonal references, using plants, animals, and weather conditions to anchor their works in a specific time of year, further connecting the viewer to the cyclical nature of life. These prints were not just art for art's sake. They were accessible to the common people, offering them a way to engage with the beauty and philosophy of their world. Through their intricate symbols and evocative imagery, ukiyo-e prints invite us to reflect on the delicate balance between the transient and the eternal, the personal and the universal. As we explore these masterpieces, we discover a world where every line and color holds a story, and every image is a window into the human experience. Now, as we shift our focus from the transient beauty of Japanese ukiyo-e prints, we delve into the profound and spiritual world of African tribal masks. These masks are not merely artistic creations, they are powerful conduits of cultural expression, deeply embedded in the rituals and traditions of various African communities. Each mask tells a story, embodying the spirits of ancestors, gods, or natural forces, and serving as a bridge between the physical and spiritual realms. In many African cultures, masks are central to ceremonies that mark significant life events, such as initiations, harvests, or funerals. During these rituals, the wearer of the mask is believed to become the spirit or entity the mask represents, channeling its power and wisdom for the benefit of the community. The designs of these masks are anything but random. They are meticulously crafted to convey specific meanings. For instance, a mask with exaggerated facial features, such as a wide mouth or elongated nose, might symbolize communication or heightened senses, while one adorned with animal motifs could represent the qualities of that animal, like the strength of a lion or the cunning of a fox. Materials used in making these masks also hold symbolic significance. Wood, often carved from sacred trees, connects the mask to the earth and the natural world, while colors like red, white, or black can denote life, purity, or the unknown, respectively. Patterns and shapes are equally meaningful. Geometric designs might represent order and harmony, while asymmetrical forms could signify duality or balance. Beyond their spiritual and symbolic roles, African tribal masks also serve as a unifying force within communities. They are often created and used collectively, reinforcing social bonds and shared cultural identity. The process of making a mask is itself a ritual involving prayers, chants, and offerings to ensure the mask is imbued with the intended power. Through these masks, communities preserve their histories, pass down wisdom, and maintain a connection to their ancestors. African tribal masks remind us that art is not just about aesthetics. It is a living, breathing expression of culture, spirituality, and shared humanity. As we uncover the hidden codes within these masks, we gain a deeper appreciation for the rich tapestry of traditions that have shaped African art for centuries. Moving beyond the spiritual depth of African tribal masks, let's now journey to the rugged landscapes of the Viking Age, where runestones stand as enduring testaments to a culture steeped in myth, memory, and mystery. These ancient stones, carved with intricate runic inscriptions, served as more than mere markers. They were a secret language, preserving the stories, beliefs, and identities of the Viking people. Runestones were primarily erected as memorials, often to honor the dead or commemorate significant events. Each stone tells a story, whether it's a tribute to a fallen warrior, a record of a family's lineage, or a celebration of a great achievement. But these inscriptions go beyond the surface. The runes themselves hold a deeper meaning. Derived from the runic alphabet known as the Elder Futhark, each rune was not just a letter, but a symbol imbued with mystical power. The Vikings believed that runes could invoke protection, bring luck, or even communicate with the gods. The placement of the stones was equally significant. Many rune stones were positioned along trade routes, crossroads, or burial sites, serving as both navigational aids and spiritual landmarks. The carvings often included intricate designs, such as intertwined serpents or mythical creatures like dragons, which symbolized protection or the cyclical nature of life and death. Viking runestones also provide a window into their mythology. Some inscriptions reference gods like Odin, Thor, or Freya, reflecting the Vikings' deep connection to their pantheon. Others allude to epic tales like the sagas, weaving myth into the fabric of everyday life. These stones were not just personal memorials, but communal artifacts, reinforcing shared cultural values and collective identity. Beyond their symbolic and mythological roles, runestones played a practical part in Viking society. They were a form of early public record, documenting land ownership, legal agreements, or even warnings. The act of carving a runestone was a skilled and sacred task, often performed by rune masters who were revered for their knowledge of the runic language and its hidden meanings. Through these stones, we glimpse the Viking world, a blend of the practical and the spiritual, the personal and the communal. Viking runestones remind us that even in a world of battles and voyages, there was a profound desire to leave a lasting mark, to tell a story that would endure through the ages. As we decode the secret language of these ancient stones, we uncover not just the words etched in stone, but the heart and soul of a people who shaped history. Now let's weave our way into the vibrant world of the Inca Empire, where textiles were far more than just fabric. They were a language of their own. Inca textiles, with their intricate patterns and symbols, were a sophisticated form of communication, carrying messages about identity, status, and belief. Every thread and color held meaning, creating a visual narrative that spoke volumes about the culture that produced it. These textiles were not merely decorative. They were deeply spiritual, often used in rituals and ceremonies to honor the gods and connect with the cosmos. The patterns themselves were carefully designed, often reflecting the natural world, with motifs like animals, plants, and celestial bodies. These designs weren't just artistic, they were symbolic, representing ideas such as harmony, fertility, and the cyclical nature of life. One of the most fascinating aspects of Inca textiles is their role in social hierarchy. The quality, complexity, and colors of a textile could indicate the wearer's rank or role within society. For example, the finest textiles, woven with the most intricate designs, were reserved for the elite and the priesthood, while simpler patterns were worn by common people. The act of weaving itself was sacred, often performed by skilled artisans who were highly respected for their craft. Women were particularly renowned as master weavers, and their work was considered a form of devotion. Incas also used textiles as a form of record-keeping, with patterns and knots serving as a type of visual language that could convey information about crops, taxes, or historical events. This was especially important in a society that did not have a written language in the traditional sense. Beyond their practical and symbolic uses, Inca textiles were also integral to trade and diplomacy. They were highly prized commodities, often exchanged as gifts between leaders or used in negotiations. Their beauty and craftsmanship made them a symbol of Inca power and ingenuity. As we unravel the hidden meanings in these ancient fabrics, we gain a deeper understanding of a civilization that saw the world through a tapestry of colors, patterns, and stories. Inca textiles remind us that even the simplest threads can carry the weight of history, culture, and spirituality. Shifting our gaze from the intricate textiles of the Inca, we now step into the awe-inspiring world of Gothic cathedrals. These towering structures, with their soaring spires and intricate details, are far more than architectural marvels. They are masterpieces of hidden symbolism. One of the most striking features of Gothic cathedrals is their use of light. The expansive stained glass windows, with their kaleidoscope of colors, were designed to flood the interior with divine illumination. This light wasn't just practical, it was deeply symbolic, representing the presence of God and the transcendence of earthly concerns. The way light filters through the glass often depicted biblical stories, serving as both art and scripture for those who could not read. Geometry also played a central role in Gothic design. The precise proportions and recurring patterns in the architecture were not accidental. They reflected a belief in the harmony of the universe and the divine order of creation. The use of pointed arches and ribbed vaults wasn't just structural, it was spiritual, symbolizing the upward reach of human prayer toward heaven. Even the floor plans of these cathedrals held meaning, often laid out in the shape of a cross to remind worshippers of Christ's sacrifice. Sculpture was another key element in conveying hidden messages. Every statue and carving on the facade and within the cathedral had a purpose. Gargoyles, often seen as mere decorations, were believed to ward off evil spirits, while the figures of saints and angels served as reminders of moral virtues and divine protection. The placement of these sculptures was carefully planned to guide the faithful on a spiritual journey, from the earthly realm at the entrance to the heavenly realm near the altar. Gothic cathedrals were also rich in numerical symbolism. The number 3, for example, frequently appears in their design, representing the Holy Trinity. This can be seen in the triple arches, the 3 levels of the facade, and even the division of the interior space. The number 12, symbolizing the apostles, is another recurring motif, often found in the arrangement of columns or windows. Beyond their theological significance, these cathedrals were also expressions of the collective identity of the communities that built them. They were constructed over generations, often with the labor and contributions of thousands of people, making them symbols of faith, unity, and perseverance. As we explore the hidden codes within Gothic cathedrals, we uncover a language of stone, light, and form that speaks to the profound spiritual and philosophical ideals of the medieval world. These structures remind us that architecture can be both a reflection of divine truths and a testament to human ingenuity. Moving from the grandeur of Gothic cathedrals, we now journey to the ancient landscapes of Australia, where Aboriginal rock art tells stories that have endured for tens of thousands of years. These artworks, etched and painted onto stone, are far more than decorative. They are a profound expression of cultural memory and spiritual belief. At the heart of Aboriginal rock art lies the concept of the Dreamtime, a sacred era when ancestral beings shaped the land, created its features, and established the laws of life. The symbols in these artworks often depict these ancestral beings and their journeys, serving as a visual narrative of creation and connection to the land. Animals, human figures, and intricate patterns are common motifs, each carrying layers of meaning. For example, a series of concentric circles might represent a waterhole, a gathering place, or a spiritual site, while tracks of animals or humans reveal stories of hunting, travel, or ritual. These symbols were not just records of the past, they were vital tools for teaching and preserving knowledge across generations. Elders used the artworks to pass down stories, traditions, and survival skills, ensuring the continuity of their culture. The placement of the art also held significance, often found in locations tied to sacred events or natural landmarks. Beyond their role as storytelling devices, these rock paintings and carvings were deeply spiritual. They served as a bridge between the physical world and the dream time, allowing people to connect with their ancestors and the spiritual forces that govern life. Many sites were used for rituals and ceremonies, making them both artistic and sacred spaces. The preservation of this art is a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of Aboriginal communities. Despite the challenges of time, climate, and colonization, many of these artworks have survived, offering a glimpse into one of the world's oldest continuous cultures. As we explore the hidden messages in Aboriginal rock art, we uncover a language of symbols that speaks to the enduring power of storytelling and the deep connection between people, land, and spirit. These ancient masterpieces remind us that art is not just a reflection of life, it is a living thread that binds past, present, and future. Turning our focus to the mystical traditions of India, we now delve into the enigmatic world of Indian tantric art. This ancient form of expression is deeply rooted in the principles of spiritual transformation, using intricate geometric patterns, sacred deities, and cosmic symbols to convey profound truths. At its core, tantric art is a visual representation of the universe's energy, aiming to guide practitioners on their journey toward enlightenment. The geometric designs, often seen in mandalas, are not merely decorative. They are maps of the cosmos, reflecting the interconnectedness of all things. These mandalas serve as meditation tools, helping individuals focus their minds and align with higher spiritual forces. Deities depicted in tantric art are equally significant, each embodying specific aspects of divine energy. For instance, the goddess Kali represents destruction and renewal, reminding us of the cyclic nature of existence. Other deities, like Shiva, symbolize transformation and the balance between creation and dissolution. Accompanying these figures are cosmic symbols such as the lotus, which signifies purity and spiritual awakening, and the chakras, which represent the energy centers within the human body. Together, these elements create a rich tapestry of meaning, offering insights into the path of spiritual growth and self-realization. Tantric art also emphasizes the union of opposites, often portrayed through the interplay of masculine and feminine energies. This duality reflects the harmony of the universe, encouraging practitioners to embrace balance in their own lives. As we explore the hidden codes within Indian tantric art, we uncover a language of symbols that transcends time and culture, inviting us to contemplate the deeper mysteries of existence. This ancient tradition reminds us that art is not just a visual experience, but a gateway to spiritual transformation and inner peace. Shifting our gaze to the vibrant civilizations of Mesoamerica, we now explore the intricate world of their pottery, where every design tells a story. Mesoamerican pottery is far more than just functional. It's a canvas of hidden symbols, each piece a window into the beliefs, rituals, and daily life of ancient cultures like the Maya, Aztec, and Zapotec. One of the most striking features of this pottery is its use of symbols to represent gods and divine forces. For instance, the feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatl, often appears as a symbol of creation, wisdom, and the duality of life and death. Similarly, the jaguar, a recurring motif, represents power, strength, and the connection between the earthly and spiritual realms. These symbols weren't just decorative, they were deeply tied to the spiritual practices and cosmology of the people who created them. Pottery also depicted scenes from rituals and ceremonies, offering a glimpse into how these cultures celebrated and honored their gods. Vessels used in offerings or burials often featured elaborate designs, emphasizing their role in communicating with the divine. Beyond the spiritual, Mesoamerican pottery also captured the essence of daily life. Scenes of farming, hunting, and communal activities were common, showcasing the interconnectedness of their society and the natural world. Floral and geometric patterns further enriched these pieces, often symbolizing fertility, growth, and the cycles of life. The colors used in these designs were equally meaningful, with each hue carrying its own significance. For example, red often symbolized life and vitality, while blue was associated with rain and the heavens. Through these symbols, Mesoamerican pottery becomes a language of its own, preserving the stories, values, and worldview of its creators. As we decode these hidden messages, we gain a deeper appreciation for the artistry and thoughtfulness of these ancient civilizations, reminding us that even the most utilitarian objects can hold profound meaning. Next, we'll uncover the secrets of Roman mosaics and the stories they tell about life in the ancient empire. Now, let's journey to the serene and mystical world of Tibetan Thangka paintings, where art and spirituality intertwine in profound ways. These intricate works are far more than just visually stunning. They are deeply spiritual tools used for meditation and enlightenment. Thangka paintings often depict Buddhist deities, mandalas, and sacred symbols, each element carrying layers of meaning. For instance, the depiction of the Buddha in a Thangka isn't merely artistic. It's a visual guide for meditation, helping practitioners focus their minds and connect with the divine. Mandalas, with their intricate geometric patterns, represent the universe and the path to spiritual awakening, serving as maps for inner journeys. The colors used in Thangkas are also deeply symbolic. Gold signifies enlightenment, while blue represents wisdom and compassion. Even the gestures and postures of the deities, known as mudras, convey specific teachings and energies. Thangkas are often created as part of sacred rituals, with artists following precise guidelines passed down through generations. The process of crafting a Thangka is itself a form of meditation, requiring immense patience and devotion. Used in temples and monasteries, these paintings serve as focal points for prayer and reflection, bridging the physical and spiritual realms. Through Thangka art, we glimpse the profound connection between creativity and spirituality, where every brushstroke carries a deeper purpose. Next, we'll decode the hidden messages in Roman mosaics and uncover the stories they tell about life in the ancient empire. Turning our attention to the grandeur of ancient Rome, we uncover the hidden messages embedded in their exquisite mosaics. These intricate artworks, often found on the floors of villas, public buildings, and temples, were more than just decorative. They were visual narratives that reflected the values, beliefs, and daily life of the Roman Empire. Roman mosaics frequently depicted scenes from mythology, serving as both entertainment and moral instruction. For instance, a mosaic of Neptune, the god of the sea, might remind viewers of the power of the divine and the importance of reverence. Similarly, mosaics featuring Hercules and his labors conveyed ideals of strength, perseverance, and heroism. Beyond mythology, Roman mosaics also captured the rhythms of everyday life. Scenes of hunting, feasting, and agricultural work provide a vivid glimpse into the daily activities of both the elite and the common people. Animals, birds, and floral patterns were also popular motifs, symbolizing nature's beauty and the Roman appreciation for the natural world. One of the most fascinating aspects of these mosaics is their use of geometric patterns, which often held symbolic meanings. Circles represented eternity, while squares symbolized stability and order. The placement of mosaics in specific rooms also carried significance. Depictions of gods and goddesses in dining rooms might invoke divine blessings during meals, while images of prosperity in entryways welcomed abundance into the home. Through these mosaics, the Romans communicated their world-view, blending art with philosophy, religion, and social values. As we continue our journey, we'll explore the secret codes in ancient Greek pottery and the stories they reveal about one of history's most influential civilizations. Now let's journey back even further in time to ancient Greece, where pottery served as a canvas for storytelling and symbolism. Ancient Greek pottery is not just a testament to artistic skill, but also a window into the myths, rituals, and values of this extraordinary civilization. These vessels, ranging from everyday household items to elaborate ceremonial pieces, were often adorned with intricate designs and scenes that carried deeper meanings. One of the most common themes was mythology. Greek artists frequently depicted gods, heroes, and legendary tales on their pottery. A crater, for example, might showcase the adventures of Hercules or the epic battles of the Trojan War, serving as both a decorative piece and a way to pass down stories through generations. Rituals also played a significant role in these designs. Pottery used in religious ceremonies often featured symbols of deities, such as Zeus's thunderbolt or Athena's owl, to invoke their presence and blessings during rituals. Beyond mythology and religion, Greek pottery reflected societal values and daily life. Scenes of athletic competitions highlighted the Greek emphasis on physical excellence and the importance of events like the Olympic Games. Depictions of symposia or drinking parties offered insights into social customs and the role of camaraderie in Greek culture. Even the shapes of the pottery carried meaning. An amphora, used for storing wine or oil, symbolized abundance and hospitality, while a lekithos, often used to hold oil for funerary rites, represented the transition from life to death. The colors, too, were symbolic. Black figure pottery, with its dark silhouettes, often conveyed strength and formality, while red figure pottery, with its more naturalistic details, emphasized emotion and movement. Through these intricate designs and symbols, ancient Greek pottery became a medium for preserving and communicating the stories, beliefs, and values that shaped their world. As we continue our exploration, we'll uncover the mysteries of prehistoric cave paintings and the secrets they hold about humanity's earliest expressions of art and meaning. Shifting our focus to an even earlier chapter of human history, we turn to the enigmatic world of prehistoric cave paintings. These ancient artworks, found in caves like Lascaux in France and Altamira in Spain serve as some of the earliest known expressions of human creativity. But far from being mere decorations, these paintings are believed to carry hidden messages that reveal the lives, beliefs, and challenges of our ancient ancestors. One of the most prominent theories suggests that these images were used as storytelling tools. Scenes depicting large animals like bison, horses, and deer may have been created to pass down knowledge about hunting techniques or to share tales of successful hunts, acting as a visual record of survival and triumph. Another compelling interpretation points to their spiritual significance. Many caves feature handprints, abstract symbols, and figures that may represent shamanic rituals or connections to the spirit world. These symbols could have been part of rituals to ensure successful hunts or to communicate with unseen forces. Additionally, the placement of these paintings deep within caves, often in hard-to-reach areas, suggests that they may have been part of sacred spaces used by only a select few. The hunting aid theory also holds weight, as some researchers believe these paintings were used to train or prepare hunters by depicting animals and their behaviors. The act of creating these images may have been seen as a way to gain power over the animals, ensuring a successful hunt. The use of natural pigments, such as ochre and charcoal, further highlights the connection between these artworks and the environment, as they were made from materials readily available in the surrounding landscape. As we contemplate the meanings behind these prehistoric masterpieces, we're reminded of humanity's enduring desire to communicate, preserve knowledge, and make sense of the world. Moving forward, our journey will take us to the intricate world of Renaissance tapestries, where art and storytelling intertwine in yet another fascinating way. Now, stepping into the opulent world of the Renaissance, we uncover the intricate secrets woven into the fabric of its tapestries. These elaborate textiles, far more than mere decorations, served as canvases for hidden messages, blending art and storytelling in a way that captivated the elite of their time. Renaissance tapestries were often commissioned by royalty and nobility, making them both status symbols and vehicles for conveying powerful ideas. One of the most fascinating aspects of these works is their use of symbols to depict historical events. For example, tapestries like the Hunt of the Unicorn series are thought to represent not just a literal hunt, but also allegories of love, sacrifice, and resurrection. Each scene is rich with details, from the flora and fauna to the expressions of the figures, all carefully chosen to add layers of meaning. Mythological themes also played a significant role, as artists drew from ancient Greek and Roman stories to impart moral lessons. Figures like Hercules or Venus weren't just decorative elements, but symbols of virtue, strength, and human frailty. Additionally, biblical narratives were frequently depicted, serving as both religious instruction and political commentary. For instance, tapestries illustrating the story of David and Goliath could subtly remind viewers of the triumph of the underdog or the divine favor bestowed on righteous leaders. Color played a crucial role in these designs as well, with specific hues symbolizing different emotions or concepts. Gold thread, for example, often represented divinity or wealth, while deep reds could signify passion or power. The sheer scale of these tapestries, often covering entire walls, made them impossible to ignore, ensuring their messages were seen and remembered. Beyond their artistic value, these tapestries also acted as storytelling tools, preserving cultural narratives and shaping the worldview of those who beheld them. As we unravel the threads of these masterpieces, we gain insight into the values, beliefs, and ambitions of the Renaissance era. Next, we'll delve into the symbols of ancient Mesopotamian art, where some of the earliest codes in human history were etched into clay and stone. Now, let's journey back to one of the cradles of civilization, where the earliest known art forms began to take shape. Ancient Mesopotamian art is a treasure trove of hidden meanings, offering us a glimpse into the minds of some of the earliest human societies. The art of Mesopotamia, carved into clay tablets and stone reliefs, was deeply intertwined with religion, power, and the birth of writing. One of the most striking features of this art is its use of religious symbols. Deities like Ishtar, the goddess of love and war, and Enki, the god of wisdom, were frequently depicted, often surrounded by symbols representing their domains. These images weren't just decorative, they were visual prayers meant to invoke divine favor and protection. Power was another central theme, as rulers used art to legitimize their authority. Carvings of kings often showed them receiving blessings from the gods, reinforcing the idea that their rule was divinely ordained. The famous stele of Hammurabi, for example, features the king standing before the sun god Shamash, symbolizing the divine origin of his laws. Mesopotamian art also played a crucial role in the development of writing. The earliest known form of writing, cuneiform, emerged here, and many of its symbols were derived from earlier pictorial representations. This transition from pictures to written language marks a pivotal moment in human history, as it allowed for the recording of complex ideas and the preservation of knowledge. Animals and plants in Mesopotamian art often carried symbolic meanings as well. The lion, for instance, represented strength and royal power, while the tree of life symbolized fertility and the connection between heaven and earth. Even the materials used in these artworks held significance. Lapis lazuli, a precious blue stone, was imported from distant lands and often used to depict the heavens, emphasizing its sacred nature. As we decode these ancient symbols, we uncover not just the artistic achievements of Mesopotamian civilization, but also the values and beliefs that shaped their world. From the divine to the earthly, their art served as a bridge between the spiritual and the mundane, leaving behind a legacy that continues to fascinate and inspire. Next, we'll explore the mysteries of prehistoric cave art, where the earliest human expressions were etched into stone. As we wrap up this journey through 30 secret codes in ancient art, one thing becomes strikingly clear. Across cultures and centuries, humans have always sought to embed meaning into their creations. From the precise geometry of Islamic patterns to the cryptic symbols in Aztec calendars, each piece of art offers a window into the minds of its creators. Whether it was to convey spiritual truths, assert power, or record the cosmos, these codes reveal a universal drive to preserve knowledge and communicate ideas that transcend time. This exploration has taken us from the caves of prehistoric painters to the temples of Mesopotamia, and every discovery has deepened our appreciation for the ingenuity and creativity of ancient civilizations. But the question remains, what other secrets might still lie hidden in the art of the past? What messages have we yet to decode? If you've enjoyed this journey into the mysteries of ancient art, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What codes or symbols fascinate you the most? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an exploration into the wonders of history. The past is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Join us as we continue to